Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. Hello and welcome to TCR Season 2, brought to you by the Limit of Adhesion. This is round 6 at Hockenheim, and I'm pleased to say, joining me tonight on the late night red leather chat show sofa is Jules. Jules, how are you?
I'm an angry man.
No! Why is this?
Oh, I know. We've been just talking a minute ago and I was being angry. You know.
I just thought it was a day spent in London.
Well, that's contributed to it, but then, racing drivers.
Drivers doing drivey things.
Can't trust any of them. Especially that
No,
Molarin.
absolutely not.
What's that?
He's a
leading
pest,
by
but
100
he is leading.
something points.
He is leading the championship, 99 points in front of Murphy, but no drop scores taken off so far, of course. Any odds on for the title, based on the names we've just seen?
Sure, guess, but it could all swing, couldn't it? Depends on what this round is
could.
like.
Hey, we all know that it only takes one moment of flying madness to lose an entire round score, so...
Indeed,
pretty
yes.
much an entire round score.
There's been a lot of drivers in this championship, too. All the way
Yes,
down into
there have.
30th place. Going to see if anybody is in the stupid Aguri that shouldn't be, like I saw the other round.
I don't think we've managed all of the cars on track at once, of course. But yeah, there's been a good variety of faces turning up for the championship so far.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll come back for Season 3, when this will be our LOA Sprint Series Season 1. Just to be confusing.
And everyone will drive the Audi.
Well, I will. I need to find the pace get the pace on the straight to make up for me being slow in the corners.
Leading the way in the Teams Championship is the Murphy squad from Wizards Fire Ruby. No Slots, No Glory up there in third position. It's a great result for them so far. Russell Bright, of course, up there in the championship himself anyway, sort of in the solo effort. So probably not surprising to see that variety of teams up at the top, because they are the three leading solo drivers as well, if you like. So yeah, that form carrying over from the individual championship into the Teams Championship.
Indeed. Who we got on pole? David Ward.
Excellent, nice 3/10 from Parker, who's got a pit lane start from a collision with David Ward, so that's probably GG's David for this race. Nice work. Charlie come up out of nowhere into P3 there. Nice work for him. He's sort of way down in the championship, but yeah, smashed it onto the second row of the grid there. Got John Cook in 7th, Russell Bright in 8th there.
Maybe
James
looking to
Renwick.
make up some spaces.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's a good showing for James Renwick up in 9th there, and Kelly rounding out the top 10 in the first of our McLarets with Chris White in 11th. Ettridge a long way down. Surprised to see him down there, to be fair, but he's got a pit lane start as well with Parker and a stop and go for Meesters. Russell's teammate Winslade in 14th there, and Molarin way down in 15th. Championship leader going into this. What on earth happened to him in quali? James Pepper will be joining Rich Meesters with a stop and go on the first lap. The other McLaren in 17th, Steve Pepper, of course, in 21st, and then Dan LaHaye in P19. Simon Geimer, or Geimer, you'll have to let us know, in P20. Kynan or Keenan Jones, you'll have to let us know. Manuel Cruz returns, P22. And Keith Schooling, long time since we've seen him, I think, on the roadside, so welcome back, Keith, to the road racing sector. Hope you enjoy your time in these bricks around Hockenheim today.
So you got to say, this is an opportunity for Alex to make some inroads into that lead that Chur has, given their positions on the grid.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the story would be behind Molarin's qualifying, but here we go. Green lights are in the air, and David Ward drives away into his victory. No, I'm joking. David Ward takes him away from P1. Look at the gap he's already got, leading them into T1. It's Murphy slots in behind. Looks like Maxwell up into 4th there as well. There's a car off in the background. You just saw it going stage left in the bottom of the screen.
It's got like an Audi engine in that car, the way he got off the grid there.
Yeah, that velocity just seems to squat down and run, doesn't it? Parker in the middle of the melee after his pit lane start. I think it was Parker's teammate that was off at T1 there. I think it was Kelly exiting the track. So I'm sure there'll be a story behind that one.
Yeah, I don't see him in the top 20, so must have had something happen to him.
absolutely. We've got McLaren as Chris White. Oh, it's a McLaren sandwich for Winslade there. He's got White in front of Forrester behind. Here I am stuck in the middle with you as Winslade looks to cross him back underneath. Takes a healthy amount of sausage and there's contact in the background there. That is Renwick around, I think it is. And Pepper and Parker both go off in avoidance. And there's more contact. That's Risky across the nose of Parker. I think that, well, it must be Ettridge. Risky's joining us today. Madness.
Was that off of a pit lane start, or did he have a stop go? I forget.
Ettridge and Parker were both pit lane starts, and it will be Meesters and Pepper with the with the stop goes.
Oh dear.
I think these might be the first stop goes we've had to serve since the new penalty system was introduced.
Crikey, we
have someone
Molarin.
earned one, but we just never saw them again.
that tends to happen. Molarin
yeah.
is. Oh, it doesn't say how many places he's gained, but he's in 7, so I think he's gained maybe 8.
Yep, started 15, so that'll be 8th. Oh, Winslade very sideways. He again took a healthy amount of sausage, and then we just saw a 4-wheel drift and a lot of smoke, but he's managed to gather it back up. But he will possibly lose a position to the other McLaren now, will he? It's Forrester on the outside, and Winslade hanging on more sausage.
Oh wow, yeah.
More sausage jumping from Winslade.
He does love sausage.
It's turned into a triple X. Triple X moving.
Murphy is right on the back of Ward at the front here.
Yeah, I wonder if there's been a mistake from Ward maybe, or just possibly the draft, because he had a healthy lead we saw going into T1 lap 1. We've not seen from him since, but yeah, Murphy right up on the back now as we're 3 abreast coming round. I think that's T7 on this shortened National A layout, and that's Russell Bright up the inside of Molarin. So both these cars making positions. It looks like John Cook's held position. I think he started 8th in this one, so sort of has been flanked from both sides, but he's managed to hold on to his own position there.
Indeed. Stuff. Oh, replay.
Swinging into the mobile one curve. We've got replays! We've fed the monkeys enough peanuts, and that is Kelly across the nose of Meesters. That kind of looks an unfortunate one. I think possibly Kelly was expecting Meesters to go wider, and Meesters was expecting Kelly to stay narrower, and 2 cars wanted to occupy the same amount of track there. And that's Language still in P3 then, so he's managed to hold on to his really good qualifying position.
Yeah, I heard it was actually Molarin couldn't get a lap in, kept going off the track, which is normally what Langridge is doing. So they kind of swap roles this race.
Ah, excellent.
Yeah.
Did they just swap logins for this one? Is this actually Molarin in Langridge's car?
Who knows? Who knows? It could be, honestly. We wouldn't be able to tell. But yeah, no, Molarin couldn't get a lap in, so he managed, I think his banker counted as his qualifying lap. Wasn't very good. Pretty
decent that his banker still counted for 15th, to be fair. Like, gets pretty competitive in this field.
It does indeed. Yeah, Murphy's extended his lead again. It's a good battle for the other podium positions.
Well, we saw Murphy having to sort of defend from Langridge in between T1 and 2, so that will of course have slowed him down a bit. So again, Ward just stretches his legs and runs away. So there's another look at. So that was Steve Pepper. Looked like he just caught James Renwick in the rear quarter, and then yeah, we'll just see as Parker kind of comes on. Looks like Ettridge is making a move on. I'm not sure which car that is. It might be one of our new joiners there. And same thing, 2 cars try to occupy 1 space by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looked like Parker had space to come back on there, and it looked like Ettridge was closing too fast on the car in front, and yeah, it was, I'd say, unfortunate.
Surprising to see it. Like, it's such a wide track, is Hock. It's it seems like a great track for multi-class, nice wide, good for racing, blah 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 blah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we definitely usually don't have races that disappoint here.
No, that's true. That is true. It's a favourite of quite a few of the drivers is Hock, but it's also a track that the other half of drivers absolutely hate, which I always find strange.
Well, that's again with these.
If we all like the same things, life would be boring. So
yeah, exactly. What we were discussing earlier about people having different opinions. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I know there's some certain tracks that you love that I can't stand, and vice versa. But we both like Hock.
Like, when is Brands Hatch getting nuked? Although it is on the calendar for season 3, so who knows? Who knows?
Or is it actually season 1?
Ooh. Maxwell keeping Langridge honest at the front there, making him hold on to that P3. Yeah, the Agura is line astern. There's a dive in from. We're going to go with Kynan for this race. Sorry in advance if that's wrong.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable
Ettridge holding
assumption.
on as well.
Yeah, Ettridge. Where's Ettridge? Oh yeah, 16th.
I just have this feeling that, you know, like, is it Keenan and Cal? I just have this feeling that Y is an E, not a Y.
Nah.
Time will tell, of course, as we see Russell Bright absolutely under pressure from Molarin now. Molarin looking just about everywhere to try and find his way through. There's probably going to be a bit more code on the rear bumper there as well, but Russell Bright holding on strong for now, keeping hold of that P6. Absolutely tucked under the rear bumper there, but weirdly it's Bright that goes wide on T1. I was expecting Molarin to drift wide with the aero wash, but no, it's actually Bright that washes wide, and Molarin is up the inside into T2 here, so probably assume with that Audi grunt that'll be the move done, but we'll keep half an eye on the standards board to verify that, as we've got Parker sniffing Kelly's rear end there.
Yeah, Bright's got back past, or is alongside, pretty much. As they're heading for the hairpin.
Yeah, they are. You can see him in the background there.
It's not over.
We're going to be side by side through this double. 6 and 7, those T numbers, and Molarin runs him all the way out off the track. Change of position in the Japanese stable, and that looks like Ettridge is going to have a sniff as well.
He did have a look, but the door was closed.
It was very firmly by Kelly. Absolutely love that camera angle at Hock there.
Yeah, I am a fan of a stationary camera angle, so you can actually see the speed for once. Oh, Ettridge is going around the outside. Yeah, there's motion shake, and also these tracking shots just don't show the speed of the cars.
No, definitely not. There's a video I saw on YouTube of Daytona cameras being broken. So i.e. the field just comes flying past and a spring or a tyre marble or whatever gets flipped up and just obliterates the camera. It's like, oh yeah, they're absolutely hauling when they go past that camera.
So it's a rallycross from Cook there. I think my favourite, you can't beat a curb cam, you know, like one into Eau Rouge and Spa.
Yeah, that's true. I struggle with iRacing though, because it kind of, for me, some of those cameras aren't sort of realistic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So some of them, you know, that if it was real, that obviously it'd just get smashed to pieces, and so, you know, don't like that one as much. But yeah, I know what you mean. The Spa Eau Rouge camera is chef's kiss.
Parker's checked out ahead of the two that he's just overtaken.
Yeah, we saw Ettridge sort of ping it round the outside of Kelly into Mobile 1 curve, and I think just in front of that, Kelly slung it up the Parker slung it up the inside of Cruz, as Ettridge now does the same into that double right. So yeah, two moves in two line astern cars there in the last lap. Ettridge goes up on two wheels over Le Big Sausage.
So Molarin has his next victim in Chalcraft.
Oh, and he's mind punted him.
He has, yep, just psyched him off the track.
Oh, that's unfortunate, because Ben was having he still is, but was having a really good run up to that point in the top 5, so just dropped down to 6th position now.
Indeed, and he's...
Good to see Maxwell having another good run as well this race.
Yeah, he's well in there for the podium. He can get past Langridge.
It's a shame, like, Maxwell's coming into this this round in 12th position in the championship, and I distinctly remember especially Snetterton just commenting on how sort of woeful is not from his own doing most of the time as well. His opening to this championship was, so you wonder without those early rounds, probably have been right up there challenging.
Yeah, you need to build a championship from the first race, really. You just get the momentum going.
Yeah, 100%. I seem to remember, was it his car that was missing a bumper at Alton, and then where did we go after Alton? Was it Snet that we went to after that?
Well, that's a question.
Well, I remember Snet as well. Both races, the first lap he dropped down to the back and got damage as well. And it's just like nail in the coffin for him in both the races. But yeah, good to see him turn a form in the second half of the season.
Indeed. Just having a look there, trying to unsettle Bright.
Yeah, Bright's caught Chalcraft as well. So both those Civics had a move put on them or sort of lost a position, and then kind of struggled to get back in the rhythm ever since. We saw Molarin got past Bright, and then Bright dropped back towards Cook, and obviously Chelcraft we saw last lap run wide, and the same thing has just dropped straight back into this same battle. So let's see which one of these cars are going to prevail.
Indeed. White following them, and then bet on his own is Winsley.
Yeah, they feel a lot more strung out in this race than we've seen in previous rounds so far. See, Ward's just heading down the sort of the main isn't straight. He's kind of halfway along it. See, these guys are the next in position. They're only just coming out the corner, and then that battle that we were just watching and further back still.
Be interesting to see how he's going to do from on the reverse grid. See how he's going to get past everybody.
Yeah, he's remarked himself, hasn't he, as Ward? That he sort of seems to have a great one race, but he never seems to get the look across both of them. So fingers crossed he'll be able to turn that around in this race, or sort of in subsequent rounds, where it doesn't just get a good result in one of the races, it can put it together into a strong round result. Of course, it's the rounds that score points for the championship, as Maxwell goes rallycrossing there.
Absolutely. Ask Miller about that. It's another ingredient of a championship. You need to score well in both. No good getting a win in one and then DNFing the second. You need to then also get like a fifth or a sixth to go with it, at least.
Yeah. There's of course an occupational hazard of winning the race, because it puts you even further back in the grid. The reverse race for this one will be, sorry, the reverse grid will be P8. So maybe that's why Cook's just sitting there keeping P8, keeping it warm for this race.
Well, I know the turkeys have tried to calculate it, like, oh, is it better to just finish third and third? But no, you want to win and then a good result.
Yeah. I think third and first would probably be strong, but yeah, third and third probably wouldn't cut it. Although, having said that, Molarin, I believe, has not actually won a race going into this round so far, so he's leading the championship but hasn't actually won a race yet.
Yeah, sorry Dan, I think I'm mistaken with Tokyo just then.
Driver comms.
We are getting all of the toys.
I think you've paid them too much. What's going on?
Oh yeah, they're going to be going hyperactive. They're just pressing all the buttons, aren't they? Sounds like Parker had been doing some drifting action. Massive crossover from Ettridge there.
With the dive.
Not even allowed a sip of my water without that happening. Wow. That was a big dive. Got it done though, of course. We've got Bright up the inside of Chelcraft now, and Cook looking to capitalise on it too. So Chelcraft can just hold on, but yeah, Bright's managed to make that move done. So hopefully for his sake at least, that might be a bit of pressure off from behind now as a car in between him and Cook. Although that's not saying that Chelcraft's not just going to become that pressure instead.
Yeah, it very well may be the case that he tries to get it straight back past.
Just be hoping to run away, and Langridge is really wide down the final corner. He's going to be susceptible, but probably wisely defends to the inside. That'll be Maxwell around the outside of T1. It's going to be hard to hang on to it. He's drifting on the way, and you see the back end kick out, but he's got it done around the outside.
It looks like he wasn't far enough out for the slowdown as well, so...
Yeah, what is that, beyond the green painted concrete?
Something like that, but I mean, as long as he's got cookies left, he should be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Bright's managed to open up just a bit of a gap, and Cook's actually fallen back off the back of Chelcraft through the final few corners of that last lap. So both the Civics can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief. Just in case you weren't sure what kind of car number 85 was, it does say Civic straight across the bonnet, so
handy.
Yeah,
I wish they had that for the corners, just the names on the side.
Well, Snetterton does.
That's true, yes.
So every track should be Snetterton. It's official.
We're on the last lap already.
Absolutely. We've got Forrester really closing up on the brakes there to Jones. Looks like Jones have got the better exit though and just managed to scamper away again.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, Chris White is just closing in on Cook, isn't he? Don't know if he'll run out of time before he gets there. Oh. As the white flag's now turned to a checkered flag.
Yep.
David Ward coming round the final corner, and Ward will take the win in race 1 of round 6 here. Murphy following it up in P2 and Maxwell stealing a podium from Langridge after that little mistake. Molarin managing to bring it P5 after qualifying in 15th. Bright in 6th. Chelcraft holds on to 7th. Cook will be reverse grid pole, finishing in 8th. White holds on to 9th. And we had Winslade in 10th, grabbing 6 points. And the, rounding up the top 10. So Ward got the fastest lap today. It actually popped up for Maxwell in that final lap, but it looks like that's actually been attributed to David Ward. And in the bottom 20, we've got Parker just outside that top 10 and Ettridge. They both had the pit lane starts, of course. Dan LaHaye and Kelly, and then Cruz grabbing a point there, rounding out the points scoring positions. Just outside was Jones, Forrester, Renwick, Steve Pepper, and Rich Meesters. And then we had James Pepper. Didn't see much from James Pepper this race. And then Keith Schooling and Simon. I think Simon retired early in that race.
It's a pretty strong field. 23 cars on the grid at this point of the season is quite good.
Yeah, 100%. I think the peak for this has only been 28, hasn't it? I think that was Knock Hill, but yeah, going on strong, which is nice. So here are the starting positions for race 2. So it's Cook from Chalcraft. Russell Bright will start this one from P3, and Molarin, ever the Predator Shark, in P4. Teammate straight behind him there in P5 with Langridge, and Maxwell in P6. Next row of the grid will be Murphy, with Ward chomping at his exhaust pipes right from the off, I'm sure. Then we've got Chris White will be starting in 9th. Winslade starting in 10th, and of course the rest of the positions, they are as they finished the first race. So I'll save my breath and I'll save my voice and we won't go through them all. What do you think of that first race, Jules?
It was good. I see that Parker and Ettridge are still together. They came out of the pits together, they're starting this race together. Kelly's got to be happy that he's only a couple of places behind them.
Yeah, absolutely. That form's building and building through the season. I know he's been quite critical of himself, but yeah, he's making his way up the grid there. But I wonder if there's some magnetism between Parker and Ettridge. They, of course, came together early on in the last race, so maybe they just stuck together after that. We've got 3 camels lying astern towards the back there. That's a camel.
And that car, they forgot to paint that car, Schooling.
Come on, Keith, get the paint shop.
No, Kelly's kicking himself after he gave away that podium at Donington.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the slowdown on the last lap, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, even before that, he gave the podium away. He was back and forth, but then the slowdown and the penalty. Anyway, race 2.
Here we go then. Green lights in the sky, and we're racing again. Look at the start for Ettridge. That Audi power.
Jump start for Parker.
Jump start for Parker. See you later. Cook's going to hold it round the outside of T1, and there's more contact. That looked very reminiscent of the Kelly incident from race 1. So it's Cook on the outside with Chalcraft. Chalcraft's managed to get his nose up the inside. That's a stellar move for him so far. He's going to lead the race into T2. That's great going. See further in the back, everyone keeping it clean. There's a little bit of contact there. Oh my goodness, is that Cruz and Parker?
That was,
so Parker's got that jump start, but obviously he still needs to race his way back round the pit lane. The silent voice of Cruz up on the screen, and Cook's got back past Chalcraft, and Maxwell's making a dive as well.
It's all happening. We didn't even see that.
Oh, there's more contact. That's Ward into the back of White there. I think that was just a concertina though. I don't think Ward was necessarily the culprit for instigating that, at least. And again, the Aguras are stuck together, as are the McLarens. That's a camel, that's a camel, that's a camel.
Certainly a lot of camels. It's not wizards anymore, it's camels. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. They really have taken over. They're going too wide into the mobile 1 curve. It's Parker on the outside of his teammate. Room given by both, but that's letting McLaren in up the inside. That's going to be Forrester. Ooh, moves a little bit across there. I guess Kelly is squeezed on the turn in. Got Ward up the inside of Ettridge. I feel like neither of these two are going to yield, so let's see how this goes. Oh, Ettridge is very deep. Has he made that stick? No.
No, he's gone over the sausage.
Oh, Maxwell's off the road there as
Everybody's off the road.
Yeah. How many? Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's very off.
Who's in the background? Everyone's getting the money's worth of this circuit, that's for sure. I've paid for the content, I'm going to drive on it all.
Indeed. Yeah.
Bet Winslade wishes he'd driven on Ledon on a bit more than he had done up to now. Yeah, very much the same for me as that T1 is race one. Two cars trying to occupy the same bit of land.
Ettridge hasn't given up on Ward, and Cook's opened a small gap to Maxwell at the front, trying to run away while he can.
Yeah, I'm still interested to see what happened to Chalcroft going down the back straight on lap 1 there, because he came out with T2 in the lead, unless he picked a slowdown from somewhere.
I think he just deployed his parachute. Oh, we got...
Oh, there's a... Renwick, I think that was across the nose of Kelly.
It looked like Kelly was serving a slowdown.
Yeah, just at a glance looked like it was Renwick sort of moved across to make a move on someone, or maybe tried to go defensive, and that's camel on camel action. I think that's pepper on pepper action, in fact, was it, or was it Meesters?
Meesters is in the darker one.
Yeah, Meesters the leading set of those camels. I want to say that was pepper on pepper action. Happened to be proven wrong as they all raced past that speed cam, and that's Kelly off wide. Meesters was having a nose up the inside. I do like that Iron Brew livery as well. Is that Jones that's got that on?
Simon Guyman. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so here's what happened with, it's 4 abreast on turn 6 and 7, so it was Ward's contact at the end. You know, it was sort of the squeeze came in from the far left.
Indeed.
Eventually resulted on his nose, but I don't think there's much blame to be laid there. Parker's dropping down, I guess he's serving that.
Oh, what's Molarin doing back here? I don't recall what happened to him.
Oh, that was the T1.
Oh, he was. Yeah, I thought it was.
I
thought it was Language. No. Okay, so that was.
No, Molarin and Bright. 3 wide going into T2.
Oh no!
You're 3 wide. 3. Which one was that? I think that was.
Was it the dark? It was a darker one, wasn't it? Was it Meesters?
Might have been Meesters. Yeah, I think that was Meesters. So yeah, going into that corner 3 wide, not necessarily aware, I don't think. Turned in as though it was only 2, as we've got Molarin sending Molarisile.
Indeed.
Still not done. He's having a look at Kelly as well. Oh, Kelly had to be on his toes there. That was a turn out of the corner or be turned moment. Molarin had a healthy dose of sausage to try and redeem himself as well.
Guyman's coming back on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Kelly parks it to try and defend all angles at once. We're not quite going to see what happens, but we'll see him coming out of the corner at least. In the background, it's Kelly still in the lead, and it's Molarin in the lead of that battle at least. And Guymer side by side with Molarin. Molarin's car is looking pretty beat up there.
He's getting more contact as we speak.
Yeah. Just add to the paint job, or lack thereof, as Cook sets the fastest lap in the lead there. Almost a second faster than Maxwell behind him.
Indeed.
8/10, I think that was.
Edge steals it back from 8th place.
I wonder if Ettridge got some damage in that first race, because he didn't seem to make much progress after he'd got back up to the back of Kelly and Parker.
I guess the collision with Parker may have damaged him. I didn't see any other collisions.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a particularly significant impact, of course.
It was a bit of door banging, but yeah, spun him round.
iRacing can be funny with the damage sometimes, as we know.
Indeed. So
why does that Audi look like there's something missing from the front of it now as well? I'm sure that Ettridge's livery used to be more blue on the front. It's like it's had its front bumper knocked off every race.
Indeed. So
whoa, Ward sweeps around the outside of Chalcroft there. So I'm turning in, make your own arrangements kind of job, but he got away with it.
I'll say he's only made up 2 positions so far, so he's slowly and steadily. It's not just banzaiing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a slowdown with Surfer Jones there. He just pulled off to the side and slowed down. It wasn't Jones, in fact. Sorry, that was Guymer. Apologies. So yeah, Ward on the back of Language now. So we saw Language holding on to the podium for most of race 1. Let's see what it's like at defending against Ward here. And Ward will be looking to make this move as quickly as he can, of course.
Yeah, and Bright will be hoping he takes a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Bright will just be trying to scamper away up the road as much as he can. He's not far off the back of Murphy by any stretch. So it's
Winslade with the fastest lap.
Let's go, Gareth. Look at that sausage.
It's attacking Ettridge.
Let's go. What a drive for Winslade so far. He sees his teammate up the road. He's like, that's my carrot. That's what I'm going to go and chase. He gets the move done. Nicely done. Yeah, we've got a Lantra from... Whoa, we've got a Concertina. That's what we've got. That's a camel.
That's more contact with Molarin.
Molarin at the back of Kelly. That was nearly a spin around. I managed to collect it quickly enough, though. Yeah, Lantra from Audi. From 2 Civics from another Audi, I think. Language is in, isn't it? So a spread of the 3 manufacturers towards the front. Got a nice onboard here of That's a Camel.
Silver Camel. It looks blue to me, to be honest. But...
Yes, it does. With damage on Russell's car, of course, it was him and Molarin, wasn't it?
I mean,
T1, so I guess that's where that came from.
Are there any cars without damage?
True. I'm hesitant to say the phrase TCR because, of course, we'd still like there to be minimal contact, but yeah, I guess it's kind of just seems to happen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kelly was sporting a bit there as well, I saw on his way past.
Well,
that's a nice clean car though for Simon, so we'll take that.
That's nice. Yeah. Well, we know Kelly's been rubbed by Molarin. As Language steals Winslade's
thing.
Language takes Winslade's fastest lap. See if we can get it back.
So cruel. I was enjoying that.
I think he's enjoying this. He's having a good fight with Ettridge.
Yeah, Ettridge looks at the inside, doesn't get it done. Winslade sweeps back across, says no you don't, thank you very much.
And actually let's put Ettridge into the clutches of Forrester.
Yeah, Forrester just always seems to be there ready and lurking, doesn't he?
Indeed.
There or thereabouts at the front. As a very battered Molarin has made his way up alongside Kelly. We'll again look at the standards board to see if it sticks. Language is holding Ward back, in fact Ward's dropped back a couple of car lengths from Language, maybe just cooling everything down, ready for another attack. Oh, and there's Meesters! Just caught that late in the corner there, but yeah, that was Meesters front right to Kelly's rear left, and yeah, ensued pit manoeuvre.
Yeah, that's Kelly out of the points again.
At least he won't be kicking himself this time, he'll going to kick a table or kick a camel, I guess. Kick a camel.
I don't know about that, they bite.
Only if you get the wrong end. Surely we're faster than an actual camel.
I don't know, have you seen? They do camel racing.
Really?
Yeah.
You're joking.
No.
On Blackpool Beach in the summer, or?
Wow, I don't know that there's many camels on Blackpool Beach.
Don't they do camel rides at the beaches?
Do they not? Are they not donkeys? I don't know what beaches you were going to.
Exotic ones, clearly.
Clearly. What are we looking at? Yeah. Battling for 18th, Pepper and Gainer.
Yeah.
Keeping it clean back here.
Yeah, sticking around the outside. It's a Velosteron Civic action. It's very similar body shapes. We've got Kelly trying to chase back onto the back of this battle as well. Lots of N power going on into T2. Do a quick pan right to watch Molarin sniffing on the back of another Pepper.
Yeah.
This is the James variety, who's gone very deep, and Molarin just sweeps up the inside, says thank you very much. Here's the other Pepper, also on the outside. Simon up the inside says thank you very much.
Oh, replay.
This is. I thought that was the one where Kelly was serving his penalty. Here we go. So, oh yeah. So Kelly just bounces the curb a little bit, but I think Mrs. was sort of just turning down a little bit there, wasn't he?
Yeah, looks like.
Oh, too much damage now from Meesters. That must have happened off camera because it certainly wasn't that contact that we just saw in the replay. Yeah, hope someone chucks the monkeys a few more peanuts so we'll get a replay of that. See what happened to Meesters. It was a good battle, it seemed, through the race.
Yeah, I imagine it was something quite hefty.
Oh, Molarin.
Too many
His round goes from worse to worse. Worse to worse.
I mean, yeah, he had a promising start to the second race, but it's all gone wrong.
True. I mean, made his way up through the field in race 1, of course, but yeah, it kind of went downhill from when he qualified on P15. I guess he had a lot of work to do.
Now Russell Bright getting pressure from both Language and Ward.
Oh, Language nearly got the cross under there.
did.
Holds on to it for now and wards up the inside of Langridge. Oh, that must have been close to contact. Maybe just the camera foreshortened it a little bit, but that seemed very close.
I think that it looked closer than it was maybe, but I thought better of trying anything into the closing gaps and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, on the side of caution, all that jazz.
All this squabbling has let Kelly catch up to the back of this group, which isn't even for a point. But I'm sure they'll battle anyway.
Yeah, always for pride. I'm sure they'll bang bumpers some more times and put some more dents in the wheel arches.
Yeah. Ward's helping Langridge here, isn't he? He's do you want a little push? I'll help you. Go a bit faster.
Also known as get out of my way. Yeah, certainly the front guys aren't running away like Ward did in race 1 though, that's for sure.
No, I was about to say, we've not really seen this, but the battle actually is very close at the front.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's Maxwell that's putting the pressure all over Cook.
And Murphy looking at a substantial haul of points with Molarin not in the points.
Yeah, absolutely. He was, P2 and now he's P3. So P2 in race 1 and P3 in this one. So looking like a really good round for him so far. As we've got Maxwell lined up alongside. We've got Langridge with 2 many points as well. So it's the 2 wizards not in wizard liveries in the Castrol Racing colours. Cook defends very late on the brakes.
Maxwell has the inside to the next corner.
Oh, Ward's off in the background there. We heard some cars clunking. Maxwell's going to get it done. Change of lead then.
Nice.
We've not got a lap counter. Minute 13 of the race. Pepper's got too much damage. I saw Kelly had too much damage. Or was it too many incidents?
But yeah, no, that was good. Good move. Cook's held him off for so long. Maxwell's got it done, although he immediately goes wide. Loses momentum.
That's not what they mean when they say about making your car wide. So with 3 minutes left on the board, someone has lit the blue touch paper, and it's all go as we've got Winslade and White there side by side around the hairpin. We've got Cook still keeping Maxwell honest.
Winslade firmly has seen off Ettridge and even has put a car between them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Just when you think the firework display's finished, they hit you with the encore.
Well, yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Got White back up the inside of Winslade now. Looked like Winslade was a little bit slow through T1, and White gets that move done, then parks it on the apex. You see Winslade tried to get across underneath and then just suddenly had to stop because there was a McLaren parked in front of him.
It's like Ettridge is taking advantage of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Always
Here we go. Oh, Winslade's back past. Oh, but he's gone wide.
Oh, he's deep, really deep. This might let Ettridge at least, close on to back.
But he's going to have such a drive off the corner. He let him have the inside. So Winslade said, "Thank you very much. I'll have that."
Yeah, I think Winslade carried so much speed that he just got there. You know, I don't think White had the opportunity to close the door. Now he's going to defend from Ettridge. In fact, Ettridge has got him. Wow.
One more lap
so from attack to defence to losing a position for White there, unfortunately, but Winslade will be smiling, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
To 6th position. That was very synchronised as they hopped over the sausage there, both of them. Got the checkered flag on the board. Hopefully we'll cut to it as we've got Maxwell coming round the final corner, just watching him on the track. There he is, Maxwell wins round 6 race 2 from Cook, from Murphy, from Bright. Then we're going to have Chalcroft rounding out the top 5. Molarin's just going to take the penalty on the chin. Winslade P6, great result for him, and Ettridge in 7th, and White in 8th. Like I said, White twice there. Don't know who I got wrong. It's on the screen.
Yeah.
Read it yourself. There we go then. What a pair of races that was.
Yep. Congratulations to Maxwell, Cook and Murphy for your podium. Russell Bright.
Absolutely. Fastest lap for Maxwell there as well.
Yeah. So he got that in the first round as well, didn't he? Or was
no, it came up on screen.
Oh, maybe he got an off track. Yeah, so that was Ward in the first one. But yeah, nice 6th for Winslade. Be happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. Teammate in 4th, so another good round for No Slots, No Glory.
Indeed, picking up the points. And David Ward ending up 19th. So continuing his either glory or failure.
Yeah, he'll be cursing, and we've got the two stupid Aguras propping up the standings there for race 2.
It's all gone wrong.
It has indeed. It's gone stupid. Yeah, we saw Ward sort of pulling off to the side after the double right-hander, but didn't see anything on replay, didn't see any contact. We heard some contact, but yeah, I wonder if he's decided to retire. It's not hurt his championship though, as he's moved up to 4th, but it's still Molarin leading the way with, well, just shy of a 50-point lead over Murphy.
But Murphy's made some big inroads though.
Yes, yeah, drop points are still not taken into account, so it's probably actually a lot tighter than it looks there on the board. Any other noticeable moves and shakers?
Winslade's dropped a place, given that he just got 6th in that second race, but then I think his first race may have not been that good.
Yeah, that does seem unfair though. Someone rewrite the standards board. That
yes.
Doesn't seem yeah, Chris White moved up a couple. Forrester's up a few. Dan LaHaye's moved up a few. Of course, Eric Piussi didn't race. Join us again soon, please. Nico Minardi had a strong start to the season, and then I don't think we've seen him for a few rounds, have we? So he's dropping down, of course.
Yep.
Afonso holding on to his 22nd despite not racing for a couple of rounds. Yeah, and then... Oh, Simon managed to get some points on debut. Great job for him. Kynan didn't quite manage it.
Yeah, Simon picked up the final point in this race too.
Good amount of action in that pair of rounds.
Well, you know, it's touring cars at Hockenheim. It's going to be good.
I think race 2 was a lot more sort of condensed together than race 1 was. Race 1 seemed to get really strung out.
Yeah. But you invert the top 8, then yeah, you're going to have a bit more of a train, more action.
Yeah, madness ensues generally, doesn't it?
So that did help No Slots No Glory in the teams, even if it didn't help Winslade in the drivers. So they're up to 2nd now. It's still a huge gap for the Murphy squad.
Yes, yeah, that's true. That's Cook and Murphy, isn't it? Of course. So, yeah, pair of strong drivers in that team.
Indeed.
So we've got some Cook on Ward action in the what would you say that'd be? Inset. Yes, the shot below there. Is this how Ward went out of the race? In fact, it is, watch.
Oh.
He's going to hit that wall.
Oh, no.
That'll do it then. Yeah, this is the shot we saw. So you see Ward pulling off in the background there. So that is the story of Ward's race, then, how that came proper. Don't tend to argue with concrete walls. They don't tend to lose very often.
No, they're not very giving or forgiving.
No, indeed. Anyway, that will be everything for this round at Hockenheim. You saw the social stuff pop up on the screen, so if any of that takes your fancy, then feel free to click it and like it and comment it and subscribe to it and check out our website and come join us if you want to race with us. All that sort of stuff.
Where are we off to next then?
We're going to California.
Long Beach.
We're going to Long Beach.
Why would we do that?
I'm not sure. I'm sure it'll be horrific.
It should be entertaining.
But we hope you join us next time.
It'll be entertaining. I don't know
how these things are going to get around that hairpin.
Slowly.
I don't know if they'll have the steering lock. We might need everyone to. We might need some handbrakes fit into all the cars and do handbrake scandies around the hairpin. Might be the only way.
Right.
Tune in next time, we'll find out.
Yeah. See you next time. Bye. Good night.